Hello, good people. How are you all doing? Thanks a million for all the support. I deeply appreciate it. It was a battle last night for a little over 2 hours, but to the glory of God, my account has been restored and all that. I won't pronounce any punishments on the hacker. Let karma sort him out, whoever the person is. But to all of you who were with me during this ordeal, thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you. I deeply appreciate it. God bless you.
Now, wow. Well, you listened, you just heard from Edochie's brother, that's Lincoln, a man who has been known to be strong on the right thing, justice, and all of that. So, his page was hacked, and I know anyone's page can be hacked. But the thing is this, fingers are pointed toward the direction of Edochie. It is not as if Linc had some money inside of his Instagram or whatever that anyone will want to use. And Linc Edochie is not even acting anymore. It's not A-list. Yes, accounts can be hijacked. We've seen several accounts that has been hijacked. Even people who are not famous, someone will just hijack their account and maybe ask them to pay before that account is released back to them, particularly if they have huge followings. We've seen this over time. We've seen a link sent to someone on Facebook and you tap on it and that's the end of it. This could come from someone who knows you and also come from someone who does not know you. You're just part of the target and nothing more. But in this case, there has always been a fight between Edochie and Linc. Linc came out to talk, and it seems what he said, Edochie was not liking it at all. He wasn't buying into such conversation on a podcast where Linc had talked about being wise when it comes to your marriage, not putting it out on social media, keeping everything in. And he quoted Daddy. He didn't say, I, Linc, I am a custodian of all wisdom and knowledge. I have this to say. He said, Daddy said, if you want to live long, if you want your life to be stable, if you don't want to be broke, if you don't want to be hungry, if you respect yourself and respect that significant other that is no longer significant anymore, and your children, you should not put certain things out there on social media. That's what Linc Edochie said. Now, Edochie responded by, oh, you don't even have a wife, you're a divorcee, and you dare point fingers at me like I am a dirty person. Why are you? How dare you? And later he apologized to Kanayo, who was the host of the podcast. He apologized and said, oh, I'm sorry, this is not what I should be doing. I am sorry, I should not do this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Well, it is what it is. It has happened. But till today, Edochie and his brother Linc are not friends. Why? Because Linc will always join Rita Edochie to support Mary. And Edochie still he just cannot understand why. This is a punishment. You heard what Linc said. He said, I am not going to point fingers at anyone. I am not going to lay curses. I am just going to hand them over to karma. But he knows somehow where this could be coming from. Punishment from Edochie 2025. Saying you think you can shine and grow. It's because you have a page and you have influence through that page and you are trying to act like you are a smart man, going to May and publicly making it appear as if I'm a useless person. You see, I don't know who is closer to Edochie amongst the siblings. But what I do know is, age-wise, Edochie is close to Linc. And it could be that both of them do not conversate per se. But Edochie still, like I said, cannot understand why Linc Edochie is rooting for the Edochies and not for him, rooting for Mary and not for him. Like, I'm going to maintain and retain and make sure that our family name is seen as, not just a useless one. What kind of rubbish is this? Because he cannot understand why Edochie with Mary, regardless, having gone through the hoops and loops and whatever, they've created a niche together. Yes, there are situations that could come up in your life from whatever it is, influence, directly or indirectly, greed. It could be anything that could prompt you as a man or a woman to look outside of your marriage for sponsorship. Let me put it that way. You know what I mean? Looking for sponsorship. Someone to sponsor Bola into your life. Someone to sponsor Pekus into your life and all of these shenanigans So it is possible, that someone could get into that point in life. It is not something that is new. Yul Edochie is not going to be the first person that will do such. So, Yul Edochie cannot understand how he left heaven and decided to embrace hell, or why he decided to start from the beginning, because this is basically what's happening to Yul Edochie. It is as if he is just a beginner in the industry, struggling to influence, struggling to make ends meet, struggling to attain, struggling for love, affection, interests, and all of that. He does not even have any coach. In fact, he doesn't have any endorsement. No one wants to sponsor. No one wants to endorse. No one wants to associate. No one is inviting him to their party. He's like Mr. Nobody, like a useless man. Why? Not because of sin. All have sinned. If we have to look at whatever he did as a sin, all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. It is not about the sin of Yul Edochie. In fact, it is not about that alone. It is about Yul Edochie's lack of contriteness. Yul Edochie refusing to see that he is a sinner. Yul Edochie refusing to know, having that knowledge of it. Like, well, I have done something, if I'm not going to call it sin, but this thing is affecting me. That's what the problem is all about. How do you manage sin? How do you manage sin like this? That's the problem, because it is creating problems in the life of Yul Edochie, so much that he thinks it's a journey. No, can you imagine? Nobody wants to give him any. Yul Edochie that a lot of people might have wanted to occupy a certain role, use your voice, try and do some izakaba, try and make yourself like Lion of Inteje. Do something in some of these movies that we've been seeing. In fact, Yul Edochie could have even been smart enough, if he's smart, to have cut across the other industry. I mean, we all can testify that the Southwest is taking over movie, entertainment, music, and the movie thing. Netflix, Amazon, they are just back to back, tearing it apart. There is nothing that they cannot do. So I was thinking that, okay, Yul Edochie will be part of those that will do the bridge. Not because other people have not been, but in this magnitude, it will be one of those people that will cross the bridge and reach out to some of these Southwest and say, look, let Southeast meet Southwest in this. Let us do something. You know what I mean? Let me get a role, even if it is going to be a relative of, you know what I mean? Relative of, movies, stuff like that. I thought Yul Edochie will be part of those people. Let's bridge the gap. Let's connect the dots together. Let's do something in that way. That would have been a way for him to understand the craft, because the quality and the way it is done on this international streaming platform is different from what what you'll find on the other platform. Talking of what is really giving cash, even though they're having problems with Netflix now, Netflix Nigeria. So the point is this: Yul Edochie refused to acknowledge, refused to do the needful. So what he prefers is to attack, and his attack is even feeble. He's not really making impact with his attack. Imagine saying 2023 is the best year of your life. Immediately he said that, those that were pitying him, like, oh, 2023 is coming to an end, maybe 2024, let us give this guy something to eat. After all, we cannot throw the baby and the bathwater away. Let us do something and make it at least good for him too. All have sinned. Yul Edochie destroyed it. Is that a way to attack and win? He lost it. And now, Yul Edochie, so you went to get someone to hack your brother's Instagram account to punish him? Really? Yul Edochie, Zukwanike. What's really going on? Who put you to this? Your mind or Judy Austin's mind? Whichever. He's thanking everyone that he got his account back. It was a battle. He had to pay someone, definitely. And they had to do some kind of, they had to do what they had to do, and he is back on his page, and he got his page back. These things do happen, but Yul Edochie, if you are behind this, be careful. Your own account, they might take it down too.